Imagine being born into total darkness. Water so cold it would kill a human in minutes. You can barely see. You can barely move. Your own body is literally poisonous. And the best part? You're going to be stuck like this for the next 400 years. Meet the Greenland shark, the oldest living vertebrate on the planet, and quite possibly the saddest. This is an animal that evolution looked at and said, what if we made something technically alive, but barely? Let's talk about why. Let's start with the number that broke my brain. The Greenland shark doesn't reach sexual maturity until it's roughly 150 years old. Let that sink in. 150 years before it can reproduce. That means if a Greenland shark was born the year Napoleon lost at Waterloo, it would just now be going through puberty. That's not a life cycle, that's a prison sentence. Most sharks grow fast. They hit maturity in a few years. They hunt, they breed, they live their lives like normal predators. The Greenland shark? It grows at roughly 1 centimeter per year. That's half an inch. Per year. Scientists tagged one in 1936 and caught it again 16 years later. It had grown less than 2.5 inches. In 16 years. This thing doesn't grow. It accumulates. And the lifespan? Estimated between 250 and 500 years. Scientists figured this out by radiocarbon dating the proteins inside the shark's eye lenses. Proteins that were formed before the shark was even born. So yes, they carbon dated its eyeballs. Because nothing about this animal is normal. Think about it this way. There could be a Greenland shark alive right now that was already swimming around when the Great Plague hit London in 1665. It was middle-aged during the American Revolution, and it still hasn't retired. 4 centuries of existence. In freezing darkness, alone. That's not longevity. That's a cosmic punishment. Okay, so you're already a slow, cold, ancient blob, drifting through an abyss with no sunlight. Surely your eyes work, right? Wrong. Meet Omatocoeta elongata, a parasitic copepod, basically a tiny crustacean, that attaches itself directly to the Greenland shark's cornea. It latches on with an anchor structure, burrows into the surface of the eye, and just stays there, feeding on the eye itself. This isn't rare. This isn't a freak occurrence. Studies have found that over 90% of Greenland sharks are infected. In some regions, it's basically 100%. Almost every single one of these sharks is crawling around, with parasites literally eating its eyeballs. The damage is severe. The parasite scrapes and feeds on the corneal tissue, causing scarring, inflammation, and what scientists politely call severe visual impairment, which is a nice way of saying the shark goes blind. And here's the kicker. There's a hypothesis, never proven, that the parasite might be bioluminescent. The idea was that maybe it glows, attracting prey to the shark's face like a deep-sea fishing lure. A little deal with the devil. I eat your eyes, but I bring you dinner. Except scientists tested it. It doesn't glow. It's not bioluminescent. It's just a parasite. It just eats your eyes and gives you absolutely nothing in return. So the Greenland shark lives for 400 years, blind, with worms hanging off its face. You're doing great, buddy. Every shark species has a thing. The great white has power. The mako has speed. The hammerhead has whatever the hammerhead has going on. The Greenland shark's thing? Being the slowest fish scientists have ever measured. Its top speed is under 3 kilometers per hour. Average cruising speed? About 1 kilometer per hour. That's 0.3 meters per second. Your grandma walks faster than this. A sea slug with motivation could outrun this predator. This is a shark that belongs to the family Somniosidae. the sleeper sharks. Named that way because they look like they're sleeping while swimming at all times. And remember, this thing is supposed to be a predator. It's an apex predator of the Arctic. It's enormous, up to 6 meters long, over 1,000 kilograms. It has the body of a cold-blooded submarine, but it can't chase anything. It can't catch anything awake. So how does it eat seals? The leading theory, and I am not making this up, is that it sneaks up on sleeping seals. Seals that are napping in the water. It approaches them in total silence, because at that speed, it barely creates water movement. It uses its own pathetic slowness as a stealth advantage. The shark can't outrun you, but it can outweight you. It's the apex predator of patience. The ambush hunter that takes 45 minutes to set up its ambush. And if the seal wakes up, the shark loses. Just loses. It can't accelerate. It can't turn fast. The seal swims away, and the Greenland shark is left floating there like a confused blimp. Nature's most awkward hunter. For 400 years. Okay, let's say you somehow caught a Greenland shark. You pulled it out of the water. You thought, this is a big fish. I'm going to eat it. Congratulations, you just poisoned yourself. Greenland shark flesh is saturated with trimethylamine N-oxide, TMAO, a compound that acts like antifreeze in their tissues. It's what keeps their proteins from falling apart at sub-zero temperatures and crushing deep-sea pressures. It's the chemical reason this shark can survive in water that's literally below freezing. But for mammals, it's a neurotoxin. If a dog eats fresh Greenland shark meat, it gets what Icelanders call shark drunk. It stumbles. It can't walk straight. It collapses. In severe cases, it can die. Humans, same deal. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, convulsions. It's basically food poisoning designed by someone who hates you personally. And yet, the Icelanders looked at this toxic, rotten-smelling meat and thought, I bet we could eat this. They created hakarl, fermented Greenland shark. They hang the meat for 4 to 5 months. They let bacteria break down the TMAO. And then they eat it. On purpose. Every food writer who's tried it describes it the same way. It smells like industrial ammonia. It tastes like someone left cheese inside a dead animal for a year. It's Iceland's national dish, and most Icelanders eat it once a year, at Christmas, out of sheer cultural stubbornness. So to recap, the Greenland shark evolved flesh so toxic that it poisons everything that tries to eat it. And the one culture that figured out how to eat it anyway describes the experience as deeply unpleasant. Your own body is a chemical weapon that nobody wants. Let's talk about what a Greenland shark eats, because it tells you everything about how this animal experiences life. When scientists cut open Greenland shark stomachs, they found exactly what you'd expect from a slow, blind, ancient creature that can't hunt. Everything. And mostly dead things. Fish, squid, seal parts. That's the normal stuff. But they also found pieces of horses, chunks of reindeer, an entire reindeer carcass in one case, moose remains, dog parts, and, this is real, the jaw of a young polar bear. Now, before you get excited, scientists are pretty confident the shark didn't kill a polar bear. It almost certainly scavenged the remains. Something else killed it. The bear fell in the water, and the Greenland shark, drifting by like a living trash compactor, just ate it. That's the Greenland shark's niche. It's the ocean's garbage disposal. The vulture of the deep. It eats whatever sinks to the bottom, whatever dies, whatever falls off a boat, whatever nobody else wants. Horses? Probably fell off ships centuries ago. Reindeer? Probably drowned crossing a fjord. The shark doesn't care. The shark doesn't judge. The shark is 400 years old, blind, and covered in parasites. It will eat literally anything. And here's where it gets almost poetic. This shark was once so heavily fished that tens of thousands were killed per year. Not for food, not for sport, just for their liver oil. To grease machines, to fuel lamps. Humans hunted this ancient, miserable creature to make lamp fuel. That's the Greenland shark's legacy. 400 years of blind, frozen, toxic existence. And humanity looked at it and said, "You'd make good oil." So that's the Greenland shark, an animal that lives longer than any other vertebrate on Earth and spends almost every second of it blind, slow, freezing, poisonous, and alone. If reincarnation is real, this is the punishment tier. If you enjoyed suffering through this, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment telling me which animal you think got an even worse deal. Because trust me, evolution has made some choices.